Hello everyone and welcome to the second race of the F1 2016 Online European Championship. This is Bahrain, I think. Second poor start I've got there in the season so far, so that's 2 for 2 in that regards. Managing to maybe gain it back a bit and I slip down the inside here, get away with it, no contact surprisingly. Everyone be nice and clean to the first corner, which is nice to see. Now, I discovered quite early on in this race that I had, for some reason, I had braking assist on, so I was unable to, and I'm spun in the second corner and someone makes contact as well. I think they actually got off worse because they have actual damage, whereas I just went round, basically. Like I was saying, managed to somehow turn on braking assist, which really hampered my efforts at doing dives down the inside of cars because the brakes just kick in so early, and it really is quite difficult to race, I suppose, with braking assist on when you've never used braking assist in an F1 game, and it somehow appears on. Must have been messing with the settings before the race. You can probably see the braking assist kick in. It's quite noticeable on the end of the straight, and it's not so noticeable on the end in the start finish line at the end of that, because I tend to brake quite early for that corner anyway, just so I don't cut it, trying to avoid penalties. There's a corner in sector 1 where the braking assist really kicks in really super early, and it's almost impossible to work with that. But slowly getting used to it throughout this race at lap 1, and the shot's kind of worn off as I try and make up some time that I lost at the start there in the slipstream of the car in front there. I think my engine's still turned down to low. I might be on standard at this point, but clean, simple overtake, no hassle from anyone involved, and brake nice and early into that corner, or maybe I'm braked, the car brakes for me nice and early, it's hard to tell, into that corner, try and avoid any incidents. And this is later on in lap 2, same idea. I try to do a slipstream pass on discus tube. I nip out of his slipstream a bit too early and ends up just being side by side with him. This corner here is the braking assist is really bad because it lifts off for you when you don't want it to, and you lose a lot of momentum to other cars in that corner. Trying that move again, I'm a bit too far back at this point, so it's just going to be a case of waiting a time, try and take this corner nice and cleanly-ish. Yeah, get away with that. Better run out. The overtake's already on at this point. Turn the engine up to standard now, and kind of just sail past it because that exit in the last corner there just provided so much more momentum. And then leave the door open there for the late cutback in the first corner, but again I've got the inside line for that one, and it really is a thing of the past here. I think he slips in behind me, the clip's about to change, so what happens next is a mystery. Lap 6 now, 29, it's the first pit stop. These tyres are pretty shot, to be honest. I did qualify on them, and I did 3 or 4 laps in qualifying, so they weren't in the best nick beforehand. Routine stop here, change of tyres, no damage to fix, so in and out in a pretty horrible 4.1 seconds there. Williams can do that in half the speed, so I have to have words. Now this is one of these tracks where you kind of get launched out of the pits, and the first corner is so tight when you're leaving that pit lane, accidentally cut it, and straight away no warnings, penalty given. A bit annoying, but quite early in the race as well. To get a penalty, it's never ideal. Here I get a bit of tangling with almost slamming to the back of the guy there, who's just having a bit of a nightmare on those corners, and I've got a better run through and almost going to the back and slam on the brakes, no harm done. Here's that braking corner. It seems to like you to go about 140 around that one. There's nothing you can do about it when that daft assist's on. The driver, I didn't see his name there, Russ I think, had a bit of an issue coming out of that exit, and it's quite routine. Lap 50 now, just over the halfway point, and somebody, I don't know who it is, has a bit of bad luck up here. You can see a car off to the left, and then Discus 2 recovering from whatever had happened, just kind of on the racing line. Couldn't do anything about it. I had like a lot of momentum going in that corner, kind of just followed it round and almost ran to the back of him. So that's 3 of almost ran to the back of so far. Lucky to get away with it at that point. Just skipping past that pit stop, just showing the fact that I pitted again. Routine, nothing happened, nothing exciting anyway. Here again. Oh, DRS is disabled. This is when the safety car came out, lap 20, 9 laps left. This is quite an interesting time for the safety cars to come out, because depending on what your pit strategy has been so far, your tyre strategy, if you were, for example, yet to use mediums or the softs, you'd be in a bit of trouble, because I went into the pits and shoved on the mediums just because I wanted to see myself at the end of the race. But at that point, if you went into the pits early like I did, just went straight in the first opportunity I could, and if I put on super softs, there's a chance that they would have started to fall off towards the end of the race, and would have found myself either with a car handling like a ship, or even worse with punctures and stuff. So I went nice and safe, put on the mediums just to see the car through to the end and not have to pit again, which would have been a bit of a nightmare, because the pack's all bunched up again. Any early advantage the leaders had has been completely eradicated. As you can see that there's no gap at all between first and myself, and soon to be joined by Discus 2, who's sitting up the rear there. He's going to join into this train, and we're going to have a 7-car, sorry, can't even read, 6-car shootout to the line with 6 laps remaining, so it's quite appropriate. Safety car is going in, and at this point you can just floor it, and I get a shocking start. Not start, so clearly not my forte, and once again showing that, and there's a bit of contact there. I didn't see who was involved, but that's game over for somebody just straight into that nightmare scenario, straight into that barrier, and probably DNFing, I assume. Now loads of cars have pitted there who didn't manage to pit earlier on, or had gone to a wrong strategy, who knows. But we're up to lap 27 of 29 now, and I found myself in a podium position, a decent time in the race for the first time in this championship. I think I've led maybe half a lap before on my first race in Australia in the 2015 game, but not been anywhere near that since, just due to poor performances really. But I've managed to lock myself into 3rd place here, and even in the position of being on what I think will be better conditioned tyres than everyone in front, who would have put on the softs about the same time as I put on the mediums, so they'd be falling off with it now. I've had him under pressure for the last 2 or 3 laps, and I make a bit of an arse of that one there. But as you can see, at certain corners I'm getting nice and close, and it's just I need a good run out of those corners to just carry the momentum past him, or to try and put a move on and put him under some more pressure. But I've got to say, he handles this like a champion, like no bother at all. No matter what I sort of try and throw at him, he's got an answer for it, and if I was in his shoes I'd have been shiting myself and I've been off the track so fast. Again, this is the last lap here. A couple moves I've made, I don't know if I actually include them in the video, have not stuck. I've made a bit of a mess of this corner, and there's nothing left. I can only just hope he's got more penalties than I do, and I know for a fact at this point I think I've got 2 3-second penalties, which will accumulate to obviously 6 seconds, and I'm hoping that he's maybe just got the 1 penalty top, so I can get 2nd place by default, make a mess of that corner, have to steer back onto the track, don't want to get another penalty. Cross the line here, and Les Paul wins. After that restart, 6 laps, he managed to get miles in front. But as you can see shortly, we'll get the results up. Everyone had just the 1 penalty, and I had 2, so I'd have had to get past him and open up a 3-second gap, which was never going to happen the way he was able to defend against me. Really good performance there. So, pretty pleased with 3rd place. We'll see what happens in the next race. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe for more updates.